Hello, everybody, and welcome to Herd Report, guys. I got a special Spotlight Series podcast for you. Today, I am at Wagonhammer Ranches in Albion, Nebraska. We just went through the entire offering, guys. Their bull sale is going to be March 18th at the ranch near Bartlett, Nebraska. We're in their office in Albion, but their big ranch is up there at Bartlett, guys, and that's where the sale is going to be. That's where we went to see all the bulls today. Whoo-wee! What a beautiful ranch and a beautiful set of bulls, guys. Crazy. And the registered females are selling on this sale too. We got to see them. Absolutely loved it. The Angus, Simmental Angus, and the Charolais heifers on the sale are awesome too. So great opportunity here, guys, to buy you some registered seed stock. It's a great opportunity. I love Wagonhammer Ranches. Love coming up here. Always have a great time with my man sitting to my right, who I'm going to introduce right now. This is Alex Wolf of Wagonhammer Ranches. Alex, how's it going, my friend?
Yeah, doing great. Thank you, Scott.
Appreciate having me back.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome back.
We tried last year, but I was a little sick. I couldn't make it work.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, really glad to have you back, and really a pleasure going through the cattle with you.
It was a great time, man.
Yeah. If I could do this every day, I'd never have a bad day. So.
Hey, I enjoy my work. It's a good time. I'm lucky to be able to fortunate to do this and go and see all these great cattle that I see. And today was just a true pleasure, dude. Like it was, I loved walking through the cattle with you and evaluating the cattle with you. You break them down how you see them, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. Well, yeah, thank you, Scott. And yeah, we're just really about making great cattle that work for the commercial cattlemen in the region. And, our brand is Total Performance.
That's right.
And that has a lot of meaning to us. We operate in all sectors of the cattle industry with seed stock, commercial cow-calf, and onto the feed yard. And so we believe that we know what works, and we really believe in having complete cattle that are problem-free and keep people out of the ditches.
We talked about that on the way up. There's exactly what you said to me.
Yep, absolutely. And, just to, I guess, take that a bit further, I mean, we think that these cattle need to sire growthy cattle that have eye appeal, because we know that at the end of the day, people are
we enjoy looking at our cattle. Absolutely.
And people are the ones buying the cattle, and then they need to be functional, problem-free, fertile females.
Absolutely.
And then have plenty of grow in the calves. Everything we do has that objective in mind.
I like that. That's the type of kind I like. I could see that going through that today. Like, that's kind of what you're shooting for, is do it all, really. I mean, you're in all sectors of it. The cow herd, obviously, if you're feeding cattle, you got a great big feed yard up here behind us, which you got full this year.
Yes.
Which you said was a little bit of a trick with all with all the stuff going on.
That's right. Yes. Yep. It was a bit of a challenge, but it's a good challenge, because we're really happy and fortunate to be in this cattle market, and really happy for our cow-calf producers, our customers, that they're enjoying some good times finally.
Right. Yeah, we all need it. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. And then and I also had a lot of fun. I really made a concerted effort to get to the local sale barns and support our cow-calf producers. And so it was really fun to see them, light the charts on fire with the sales, and was able to buy some and support even
more.
So,
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, I heard you were up in sale barns and stuff. I got a couple calls from people and stuff this year, even say, "Hey, Alex is here." So we'll tell him I said hi. So that was pretty cool. You were able to go up there and support your customers that way. That was really neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys got a big commercial cow herd as well, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, the commercial herd is actually bigger than the seed stock herd.
Yep.
And it really works out well, because we're able to see the results of our genetics all the way through.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. And make sure that they really are total performers. And we've been getting along really well, and having cows that are functional, problem-free, stay in the herd, and have longevity, which is
we talked about that. We just don't have time to have a problem cow.
Yep.
Just no time here for that.
Yep, exactly. And we really believe in the power of old proven cows.
Yeah, me too.
Have proven
We're going to talk about a 60-year-old donor that we saw today.
That's right.
It's still going, man.
Yep, she's still doing it. And so I think that has a lot of power, particularly the cattle that have proven that they fit the environment and don't need assistance from us. And then we see the final results coming through the feed yard, and we've been able to push these out weights to weights that people never would have dreamt possible years ago. And that's really the key on the feed yard side. But we know we have to keep the balance of keeping cows that stay too. So I think that's a really fun part of the industry right now, is striving for that balance.
He calls it fun. There's a lot of people that I've talked to that are on both sides of the fence like he is, and go stressful. Because it's a lot, right? You got to deal with a lot there.
Yep. But I think that's where a lot of the opportunity comes on the genetic side is finding that cattle that are special in the way that they're going to, lay down easy, have a calf that has vigor, have that calf just grow explosively to weaning and yearling, but then slow down on the growth curve and still have a moderate sized cow that's fertile.
I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but Alex, like, this is what he does. He loves the cattle industry. Ever since he's came back, like, you can just see his passion as he's talking about right now. He's using words like fun and opportunity instead of stressful and hard, right? He just loves this stuff. He loves the challenges that come with it, and you're doing a great job, man. Like, from when we started coming here to now, like, the way you've been able to, move things around and change stuff since you've came back. It's been a lot of fun to watch and how well you've done.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that, and I do want to recognize our crew too.
Oh yeah, man, they're big time.
Yes, very integral to what we do, and and kind of what you mentioned, like helping me so I can focus on the things that really are fun to me and moving the program forward.
Awesome.
And they keep the wheels going every day.
That's awesome.
And so we've got a really great manager, Hadley Hill is his name. And then,
great guy.
Yep. And then a great feedlot manager too, Arlen Wilkie. And yep. And he's been here a long time.
He was talking about some of the bulls that he really liked.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep.
I like that.
Yep. And then on the rest of the ranch crew, a bunch of great guys. We've got Travis, Ted, Kyle, Brady, Grant, Bo, and Chris.
Wow.
And so very thankful to those guys. And I think, the cattle are in tip-top shape, and our breed ups have been phenomenal, which is
awesome.
That is our number one metric at the ranch is what's the breed up and what and what percentage of those calves are being weaned. And
I like that.
And so that's going really well, which is a credit to all those guys.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you guys have done a great job here too. We got to talk about what we got going on right here a little bit. Let's talk about this median chart you have here and what you guys are shooting for, because it was funny. We talked about it right before we started the podcast, and he had talked about Alex talked about the EPDs that he kind of shoots for on the way out to the ranch, and how he just kind of wants to keep everything in that 30 to 35 percentile. Not really. He just wants to keep everything off the bottom, and then not necessarily everything at the top either. And this really proves your point there.
Yep, exactly. So what I did there is I looked at the traits that I feel are most important to cow-calf profitability for our customers, and I found the median bull for each of those traits. And so as you look at each one of these individually, that means half the bulls in the sale have a higher number than what's listed, and half of the bulls have a lower number.
I like that.
And this diagram is on the inside front cover.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yep. And so the median bull in our sale is in the top 25% of the breed for weaning weight, the top 35% for functional longevity of the females that they're leaving behind, the top 29% for the maternal wean calf index, and the top 20% of the breed for wean calf value index.
Awesome. So, that's right. It was just right where Alex says he wants to be. So his plan is your plan's coming together.
Yeah,
like I would say.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I agree. And I got one more comment about that. You can see that these calves are born easy, but have a lot of grow to them.
A lot of grow.
And somehow they're in the. I shouldn't say somehow. I mean, we're breeding for it, but they're able to be in the top 1/4 of the breed for weaning weight for their calves.
Yeah.
But if you look at that mature weight, it's right in the middle, in the middle of the breed.
And that's where we just said, that's kind of what we want them to get there and then chill out, so then they can be great mama cats.
Yep. And one more note, we're turning a bunch of data, which if you read that front letter, you can see all the things that we're turning in, but one of them is mature cow weight preg check time.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yep. And so that's really helping the accuracy of our EPDs with the thousands of pieces of phenotype data that we're turning in from our own herd.
I love that. Yeah, that's really cool, man.
So I have a lot of confidence in the numbers that we, in our EPDs, because we're turning in all the phenotype data on thousands of cattle, and turning it in with 100% honesty.
Yeah. No, and I know you guys do. He has a lot of he's taking, or the ranch hands taking down it's not even, and then Alex just turns it in because he trusts those guys, but it's even kind of like a third party for you doing it to an extent. So you trusting those guys to take the data and do it the right way.
Yep. Yeah. They do all the teat and udder scores and birth weights and I turn those in.
I like that because those guys don't have time to mess with it. Write down what they see and then they're on to the next thing. So I like that. It's very cool. Yeah, and then a couple of things to mention, guys, right here before we jump into the catalog, which we're getting real close to doing. You got a new policy on your retained semen interest, which I like. I like what you're doing.
So the new policy is with the exception of the Patriot herd sire.
Right.
Everything else sells for 100% semen interest to the buyer.
I like that.
And we're just simply retaining the right to acquire semen cost for our own in-herd use only.
Okay, cool.
And to be able to register the animals.
Okay, that's huge.
Yep.
I like that. I like that. And then on delivery, guys, if you come and you pick up your bull, $100 discount the day of the sale. Is that right?
Yes. Yep. $100 per bull discount on bulls picked up. And then we also have a volume discount.
Which I love. And I love when guys opt.
So it's a 5% discount for 5 or more bulls and a 10% discount
I think
for
that's
10
big.
or more.
Yeah,
So you can come have a pretty good day and get a big discount.
If you buy 9 bulls, buy 10. It's like buying a free. Like, I mean, that's kind of what it breaks down to almost.
Yep.
So get your 10
and we've actually got some sire groups to where.
Yeah, you could do that.
You could buy a whole sire group of.
Yeah.
From one sire and all those.
Which is big time because keeping that in your cow herd, keeping the same sire group even in your cow herd is a big deal. Because Alex buys these calves, he can tell you, I'm sure from experience, like when he sees those calves come in and they're all the same type and kind, that's kind of what you're for.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and probably most important from the commercial guy's standpoint is that having less sort offs at the sale barn, being able to sell those bigger groups and get a premium for them.
That's huge, right? I mean, I don't care whatever. They need to be the same type of kind so you don't have those sort offs, just like Al. All right, man, you ready to jump into this catalog?
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to kick it off with these Angus Fallborns. Whoo! And we're going to kick it off with one of the top lot ones I've seen all year anywhere of the places I've gone. This dynamic son. Alex, this lot one, this is the way to kick off a catalog, a video. People are going to watch DV auction. They're going to be calling you. And guys, you're going to go right to lot one. You're going to see him first, and there's a reason.
Yeah, he is a real stud. Yep.
Love this calf, guys.
He just, he brings it phenotypically. There's just no doubt about it that he's a stud out there, and he always has been. He had a 135 weaning ratio in our herd. Pretty good sized contemporary group. It would have been against all the sons of first calf heifers.
Right.
He's got herd bull presence, big scrotal, dimension.
Yep.
Travels really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Really well. Big rib.
And the cow side, I think, is pretty cool, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
His mother, of course, he was the first calf, but she has a second calf that got weaned recently, who's an architect bull calf that is darn good.
Watch out, boys.
Absolutely. And then her full sibling is a herd sire working up at Caperman's at J.K. Angus in South Dakota. And is doing a heck of a great job for them. And so very excited about her future and this bull's future.
Yeah.
And, we were talking about it. There, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to be a ton of dynamic sons out there selling
just popping
semen.
off. This guy could do it.
He could be the bull.
Yeah, he could be the bull. So, it's like this could be the dynamic that some sales. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with him. Yeah, I thought he was a really neat calf. And guys, go through his numerical set there. 7 CDs, a heifer bull for me all day long. 93 on weaning, 155 on yearling. It's quite the spread there. 35% he's 0.91 on marbling, high dollar W, top 3%, high dollar F, top 35%. Just kind of right where we want to lay these calves in here. And he's an absolute stud.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable that he does that with a 0 birth weight.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So,
pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
Kind of changing what I always, Cavanese stuff is never like my favorite thing to look at, but here today, like the Cavanese sires really blew me away. Starting with lot one, obviously, like to me, he's a dead red heifer bull all day long. People can do whatever they want there, but what a start with. I mean, absolutely blew me away. Love that bull. Lot 3, guys. This rise above. You want to talk about some length and look at his numbers too, but this is a fancy.
He is. Yep. Really got a nice look to him. On the cow side, he's out of Young Stellar cow, and his grandmother is the mother of Currency, our war currency herd sire.
That's right.
So whale of a cow family. He's got some freakish numbers with being top 2% of the breed for weaning weight EPD, and then top 2% for dollar maternal and 1% for dollar weaning.
That's awesome.
So puts a lot of really good things together. Absolutely. And I'd say, going back towards closer to birth and weaning time, it was really this bull and lot 1 who were the early studs and
sure.
And have continued that on. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm a really big fan of the cow of this bull. She's a 1682 daughter that we've and goes back to a final product AO27 cow who has one of the best nursing ratios in the history of Wagonhammer.
That's awesome.
Which, means a lot to me. And we've been flushing the living daylights out of her. So
that's cool.
Next year we'll probably have to spend about a half an hour talking about her progeny because there's a lot of them being born right now, which is exciting.
I like that. This bull's awesome, guys.
Yep.
Top 3% for weaning, top 20% for yearling, top 10% $M, top 10%.
That's what you see when he backs it up for sure.
1,000%. Yeah. Top 2% weaning, top 2% yearling, guys. Top 10% $W, top 4% scrotal too. And you can see he's got a big boy pair of pants on him.
Yep. And when it comes to his actual performance, he had ratios of 117 at weaning and 114.
So he didn't let off the gas. And you brought that up about the deal too. Like that means a lot. They're going up a lot of stuff there, and then you kind of cut the bottom end off. So to maintain that ratio is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. So we cull really hard here.
Really hard. I saw the cull pen that they cut for steers, and I was like,
yeah.
So
We offer an unusually low percentage of our bull calf crop in the sale, and that's something I firmly believe in. Is,
I love that.
If we make our herd better, we're going to make our customers' herds better, and we're going to really focus on quality. And I think that's just going to pay a lot of dividends in the long run.
Oh, agreed.
In the short term, a little bit of I shouldn't say a little bit. It's actually a fairly big financial hit between like what bulls are selling for today and what they're worth as a marketing animal.
Yeah, 1,000%.
But like I said, with a long-term view, I think it's the right thing to do.
I think so too. Yeah.
And so when you look at these yearling ratios that are referenced in the book, they're only referenced against the other yearling bulls that made the sale.
I like that.
So it's a pretty real stiff competition on the yearling ratios.
I like that. Yeah, we hadn't mentioned that. That lot 5 is a stud, guys. Come and get him if you like those and that got gas and go get it done. I mean, look at it. But the commerce overall too, the rest of them, they're just a really good consistent sire group. You almost can't really break them up.
Yeah, that's right. And we've got 21 of them, I believe, is the number in the sale. And so we won't be able to talk about them all, but But your words are well said. And one of the really impressive things is that a lot of these are calving ease bulls, but they're calving ease bulls with a lot of performance and a lot of phenotype and eye appeal. So they're really doing some special things.
And lot 12 is he is you talk about calving, he's 15 CED, -0.8 birth weight. This is the commerce calvinies we're going to talk about that we've picked out. Calvinies maternal top.
Yep.
This calf goes and gets it done I really like 12 a lot. We saw him more than once today.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And, talking about the growth curve again, here's a bull that's very calving ease, but then projects to be in the top 15% of the breed for weaning weight on his calves, and then moderates on the mature size. So his cows are projected to be a little bit lower than breed average mature weight, and
which we like.
Yeah, exactly. And so then you get to the top 10% of the maternal wean calf value and wean calf value.
No, I love 12. I thought he was. Now this next bull coming up, guys, may be one of my favorites here. He's a Gulfstream son, a Keneally Gulfstream son, and if you can't find him, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe cattle aren't your thing. But this lot 13, man, everybody will find him. I just think he's that type, and he is absolutely elegant.
Yeah, he is. He's just really fun bull to look at. Yeah, phenotypic quality is off the charts, and the bull knows it too. That's one of the things that is cool about him is his head carriage is very proud
all the time, consistent, just pin.
Yep, and not for a bad disposition either, but it's just it's just
not at all.
A proud bull that's very masculine, especially up. When you look at when you see his broad shoulders and how deep his chest floor is. He's just a physical specimen, and just a ton of dimension to the bull. I mean, that's the thing, is that you can't even really look at a picture of him.
Yeah, it does.
The picture's two-dimensional.
The picture's good here.
Yeah.
And the picture in the corner of him down here in the corner, guys, that represents the bull a little bit better, but obviously couldn't use it with a bunch of the others. But guys, come and look at him. I'm sure the video's calf. So check the video. I know it's awesome. Yeah. It's gonna be sick. That calf is the real deal. He's one of those that I just you gotta think. You guys are gonna find him. I promise you. There's just no way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. If you like to look at your cattle, you have to look at this.
Yeah, I agree 1,000.
Yep.
Lot 15 is a bull, guys. He's an iconic son that we saw driving to the fall bulls. We were just driving by the pen. I said, whoa, what was that? And Alex backed up the pickup, and we got to take a look at him. We got to see him later in the pen too, but this is another one that's just going to grab your eyeball.
Yeah, he's a real stud and just consistent, got lots of quality across, both phenotypically and numerically.
Yeah.
He's real performance bull, and Dam and Pathfinder Grand Dam have both been highly productive this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he just looks like a bull. He looks like a stud.
He does.
And then he's got top 4% scrotal, so that makes total sense.
Yeah, it looks how a bull is supposed to look.
1000%.
Can I add in one comment here?
Go for it. On 13?
Yeah. Another note on lot 13 is that his upgrade sired Grand Dam was a donor here who raised 9 natural calves at a 107 average weaning ratio.
Really cool.
So there's some real quality maternal in this pedgree as well.
We love that too. Chasing that maternal is what I do. Chasing those. When I buy cows, I like to make sure they're out of great. When I buy bulls, I want to make sure they're out of great cows.
Absolutely.
That's what we do. We're guys that I like to chase cows, and the bulls take care of themselves. This benchmark sire group, guys, home raised sire group here, did some really cool things for you, Alex.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking of the cow, I mean, that's what it's all about on the benchmark side. Is he's out of our X224 cow, who's one of our real, cornerstone matriarchs.
Yep.
Influences all throughout the book. So we can't name them all, but just to name off a couple, in addition to being the mother of this bull, would be she is the. Oh, sorry, we're gonna have to cut that.
You're good.
I keep forgetting if it's great or great Grand Dam. All right, so where should I?
So she's the great. Just say she's the great. She's the, and then go with great.
Yeah. So benchmark is out of the.
You're good. Let's start back over the benchmark. I'll just start you back over.
Okay,
Let's talk about the benchmark sire group, Alex, and what they've done for you here. This is a home raised sire, obviously, and he's done some really cool things here. And of course, we were just talking about the cow, right?
Yeah. He is out of a great cow. She is one of the real matriarchs and cornerstone donors of this herd, whose influence is all throughout the book.
Yeah, that's right.
Too many to mention, but just to call out a few things, in addition to being the mother of this benchmark bull, is she's the great Grand Dam of lot 67.
Can't wait to talk about him, guys.
Yeah. And then she also is the cornerstone donor that War Currency traces back to.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. So those great cows they're always going to keep popping up.
And so these benchmark calves are born easy, have a lot of growth to them, some stretch, some eye appeal, and they have a lot to offer.
Yeah, look at lot 23. Yeah, I mean, he was neat and very cool. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the prototypical benchmark.
Yep.
Absolutely is.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna move on to the Waymakers, guys. The Keneally Waymakers, lot 25. Oh man,
he's a meat wagon.
So clean fronted. I love.
And the Waymaker, I think, is a really good example of our total performance philosophy.
Yep.
He's top third in about everything, not in the bottom of anything.
That's right. No.
And gonna leave some really great females and have steers that are plenty good too.
Yeah, I think so too. And ready to rock and roll, guys. These chieftains are all kind of the same, 27, 28, 29. You guys can pick apart how you want to, but they all got the same CED, which is 4. Just kind of neat, but I like the twins. They're a good set. Really good footed bulls too.
Got good performance, good eye appeal. You can see picture of 29 in the book.
Yeah, he was
just real solid cattle.
Yeah, absolutely. I really liked him. Lot 30, guys. I thought this is a really cool grasslands out of a Titan daughter. This calf's just made right. Like he looks like he's just going to be super efficient. His cattle are going to be super efficient. When they go on grass, they're going to get big middled and really fun and clean fronted. Like that's going to go out and clean up a lot of those that are a little more rugged.
I agree with that. And Grassland's done a real consistent job here.
Yeah.
Their cattle always have a lot of eye appeal. Just real square made, thick, kind of, cowboy type of cattle.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he was very cool. Lot 36. Guys, this Stedford's, man, is he a cool calf out of a great dynamic daughter. And he's got some cool numbers to go with him. But first, you're going to notice this.
Yes. He's a dude out there.
Absolutely, big time.
He's got plenty of muscle, and to do that with an 11 CED.
I didn't even mention that part.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool bull. You can see. He's top third of the breed in almost every single trait.
Which is awesome.
So that's cool. A really good family friend of ours, Art Strubing, just sent us a text today right before we recorded this.
Okay, cool.
He went through the book and this was his favorite calving use bull that he picked out.
He did say that.
So,
that's right.
He's got a good eye.
Yeah, he's got a great eye. That's a great calf and has got some great numbers too to go along with it.
Yep.
It's pretty cool when that matches up. Like we found him phenotypically first and then we looked at his number pack. Like, oh my. So it's fun when that goes together. Lot 42, man, we just talked about grasslands. Here's a Craftsman right out of Grassland's mama.
Exactly right. Yes. Yep. We've got 2 Angus bulls in the sale that aren't out of Wagonhammer cows.
That's right.
And which I take a lot of pride in the fact that all but 2 are out of Wagonhammer cows.
Awesome.
Yep. And so the 2 that aren't are pretty special.
Yep.
And this one being out of Grassland's mother got a lot to offer. And
a lot to offer.
Yeah.
I thought he's a really neat craftsman, really clean fronted guys, really pretty. Maybe add a little bit more middle than some of your classic craftsmen that you see.
Agreed.
Being out of Grassland's mom and everything. I think that's where that came from. You're talking about top 4% dollar M here, guys. Like
absolutely, yeah.
And he looks like a fiend.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. That would not surprise me at all if this bull goes to another seed stock provider.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he looks like. There's no 46, man. This annuity. He's got some. He's cocky.
Yeah. This bull, he's a little different. Yeah, he's been cocky and good his whole life, and he knows it. And yeah, he's got really stout made. A lot of bone structure, good muscling, out of a great cow. That's one of my favorite things about him is that black granite cow that he's out of.
Yeah, great cow.
Weaned 6 calves at 109. Really a special cow.
Oh wow, yeah.
This bull numerically does pretty much everything except for calving. I mean, he's a cow bull for sure.
Yep.
The one thing I just want people to be aware of with him, so he goes to the right home, is he is on the nervous side.
Agreed.
Yep.
He doesn't come at you, just goes away from you.
Exactly. That's exactly good distinction there. I don't think he's aggressive, but
not at all.
He's a 2-year-old bull with a lot of testosterone who wanted to go breed cows about a year ago.
Right, yeah. He's just ready to go get his job done, right, guys? Like, he's ready. Yeah, we moved into the 2-year-old section. Alex just said that. Sorry. And, yeah, it was really cool annuity. But, yeah, he's just one of them bulls to get out of the pen and go breed some cows. I can't blame him either.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what he was bred for, right?
Yep, that's exactly right. But, yeah, definitely want him to go to the right home.
Yeah, the annuities overall, too. We're going to talk about more of them with the yearlings, too. But as the 2-year-olds they were really nice. But the annuities are pretty neat outcross. Worked really nice.
Yeah, agreed. Yes, the annuities add some stretch, a little bit more frame and bone.
That's right.
And
I like the bone on these calves.
Yep, absolutely. And I guess we mentioned Arlen, our feed yard manager earlier, and that's one thing that he's big on is that now that we are creating these absolute monsters in the feedlot, they need to have the stoutness and the bone structure to support those bigger weights.
That's a really good point.
So
that's right.
This bull can do some good there.
I think so too. Man, 52 guys. We jumped into this 2-year-old pen in lot 52. I love the way this calf is made. Looks like he's going to be a female maker, and the steers are going to be awesome too. But he's so clean, Alex. Just love this one.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And my dad, who I guess we haven't talked about yet today,
I know. Yeah, that's too bad.
Do want to acknowledge him. He's of course been the leader of Wagonhammer for many years, his whole adult life, and really appreciate the opportunities that he's given all of us. But I thought of him with this bull because this is his type of a bull.
I love that.
And he would say that this bull's built like a brick shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what he would say. I hope you edit that. We'll put a beep in there. How about that? Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought he was cool, man. That's exactly how he was built. Just how Jay would say it. I agree. And what a stud. I love that calf. He sticks out. This Pathfinder son, lot 53, a lot of stretch, a lot of growth in this guy too. And he's got the numbers there too to prove it. What a cool calf.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely a performance bull. Got up to 110 for his yearling ratio, which we talked about how difficult that is to do.
Right, especially here.
Yep. And his maternal granddam was a Pathfinder and SAV Brilliance daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And so really excels at all the traits that are relevant to cow-calf.
Absolutely. Ooh, yeah, I loved him. Hey, guys, we're going to take a real short, quick break here in Her Report. We get back, we're going to jump into these yearling Angus bulls. You are not going to go anywhere. We got a lot of highlights left. So hold on tight, and we'll be right back on Herd Report. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Herd Report. Of course, still got Alex with me. We're going to jump right back into this bull. We're going to jump right back into this catalog. We're going to start talking about the spring Angus bulls. Here we go with this Commerce son. Whew. Man, he's one to start it off with in the yearling Angus bulls for sure.
Yeah, he is. He really does it all. To start off with, he comes out of the cow who was my favorite wet 2-year-old a year ago.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's why I took that picture that's down in the bottom right of the catalog.
Yeah, there she is.
Yep. So she's a Gulfstream out of our Upgrade X280 16-year-old donor.
That's awesome.
Yep. And so this bull, really puts it all together. He's born easy and light, but grew very well. He was really a 109 weaning ratio among the sons of first calf heifers. He's top 15% of the breed on his weaning weight.
That's awesome.
25% for yearling weight, and a calving use bull, of course. Really excels in about every trait, which is what helps get him to a top 3% dollar maternal and a top 4% dollar weaning. But wait for it, he came back. We just got our ultrasound scan back.
Okay, cool.
Yep. and he scanned as the top IMF bull in the whole sale, a 185 ratio.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So
wow.
his index numbers are really good right now, but they might,
even be
they're
better.
they're definitely gonna get better. How much better? We'll see. We'll find out Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for that one. Wow. And he was, guys, like another calf that grabbed us phenotypically first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everything fits into him.
Yep.
That's these guys aren't going to keep anything around that isn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, waxy with those. Man, crazy cool. A lot 57. You talk about some growth numbers here. Whoo, boy.
Yes. Yeah, he really lights off the chart.
My
getting
goodness.
To 100 at weaning weight, top 1%, and a 168 yearling weight.
Yep.
And he's a bold-ribbed, high-capacity bull, got a strong top at him, just, really a really good bull.
Yeah. And what Alex, being the feed yard guy, he hasn't even mentioned this number yet, but I think it's got to be pretty important. Is that
there we go,
Alex?
Yeah. Good eye, Scott.
Yeah,
yes, top 1% of the breed for carcass weight.
That's big time.
That is how most of our cattle in Nebraska get traded. That's how we sell all of our fat cattle.
That's right.
Is on a dress basis on carcass weight. So very important part, and that's right. I don't think we did really talk about this specific part earlier, but really that is what it's all about in the feed yard now.
That's right.
Marbling has gone secondary to this.
Well, listen up here.
Because, change in the industry with the huge spread between the value of the carcass weight and the cost of gain.
That's right.
We are just, it's all about how big we can get them. That's our number one factor in our buying decision for the feed yard. And so here's a bull that's going to do it as well as any bull out there.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure, because I know there's a big deal to Alex. So yeah, you guys check that out. And then he's got the growth to get there too.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why he has that big time deal. Lot 59. This calf blew me away today, guys. It's Commerce, son.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, Alex. And he kind of puts everything together too. But I mean, just looking at this.
No doubt. And, he's been a stud all along. I can specifically remember being in the picture pen back in January, and this bull just really grabbed us. It was kind of like whoa, pretty special numerically as well. But yeah, it really is his phenotype is where he stands out, just because he's so deep bodied and so dimensional.
Right.
And he just really grabs you with your eye, heavy muscled, ton of rib shape and depth, structurally built really well. He's got that herd bull presence. And so here's a bull with, in a contemporary group of 128 bull calves, had 115 weaning ratio.
Just got after it.
Yep. And then tied for the fifth top yearling ratio. Numerically very complete. I mean, you can't really punch a hole in that
not really.
In those whole set of data. He's towards the top of the breed in just about everything.
Yep.
And so, very high. This will be one of the bulls that's very close to the start of the sale order.
Right. Yeah. Oh, he should be. Yeah. I would hope so. Yeah. Absolutely, he should be. Lot 60, guys. Man, this is an sleep all night kind of Cavanese bull right here with some doing.
Yep. We all at the ranch know this bull as the letter B bull.
Because
he lost his ear tag for a while. You can see he doesn't have much for ears, so it's difficult to keep.
Oh, we were kind of looking at tell me what he wants. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
But it's just always been a really good looking bull. Good muscled and puts a lot of really good things together. And actually, I was really surprised when we got the genomic enhanced TPDs back that he's a Cavanese bull too.
Right.
Just because he didn't look that to me.
Yeah, he's got a lot of look to him.
Yep.
I thought he was what a cool. Lot 62, guys. Like I said, Commerce did a lot of really cool things here. And here's another growth bull.
Yes. And he comes out of that second cow in the offering that's not Wagonhammer.
That's right.
Keneally's offer up just a very select few heifer calves each year. And we bought that Waymaker heifer there a few years ago, and she's just turned out to be a really good cow. She's had a couple of really good calves now, and this is one of them. And he's got a ton of growth to him. Really good structure, just good looking bull, very tame. He's got a lot to offer.
Yeah, we've talked about some Waymakers guys already, so make note that this Commerce is out of a Waymaker daughter, and she's already got 2 at 100. So Waymakers are making great cows as well.
Yep, absolutely. A big ribeye bull too, both on the EPD and then
look at that.
Yeah, and I don't have the paper right in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it was a 110 ratio on his ribeye scan.
Ooh, boy, a stud. Yeah, that guy's a stud too. I'm really excited about the next sire group we're going to talk about, these architects.
Yes.
You know, we talked about it a couple of years ago when you were going to use him. I was really excited for you guys, and then you went ahead and dove on in there, and the architects really proved it out here.
Yes. Yep, no doubt. And yeah, we've got 12 of them in the sale this year, and it's just a really complete set. I mean, what I like the most about Architect is that he really fits the goals for our program and for our commercial customers ultimately. Yeah. And because these calves are born light and grow like crazy. Yeah, he's top 5% of the breed for weaning weight EPD, and that's been proven with like 4,000 weaning records turned in.
Amount of data.
And we saw it in our own herd. They're very high ratioing bulls and have a lot of phenotype quality to them as well.
Right.
And then the probably one of the most exciting things, which we haven't seen in our herd yet because this is our first crop of them.
Right.
But around the country, the daughters and they're showing to be, right about, or I think even just a little bit lower than breed average in their mature weight. And I think that's going to help them breed back
for sure
every year, stay in the herd longer. So I think it's just a bull that fits the goals really well.
Yeah, 1,000%. And 65, the first son we're going to talk about here, absolutely fits those categories that we were just talking about. Cavities, got a lot of stretch and a lot of length to him, and a lot of grow.
And this 65 bull, he was that bull that from the front is just
he's freaky, big boned, big wide chested. This is a different type of bull. It's a different type of architect.
Yep, that's right. He kind of reminds me of 13 in the fall bull division when you look at him from the front.
I like
with just
that. Yes.
All the power that's there, and
absolutely.
And doing it in a calving ease package, I think is pretty amazing. And so
absolutely.
108 yearling ratio, top 4% of the breed dollar weaning. That bull's got a lot to offer.
A lot. 67. Speaking of one that's got a lot to offer, man. This calf, you guys, you can see a picture of him. Obviously, he's one of Alex's favorite from the jump, and he stayed that way, very consistent. What a type and kind, just monster numbers.
Yeah. Well, this was the first bull that you found when we walked into the pen.
Easy. He was like, it was like we're walking through. We saw one, and I'm like, not that one. We saw a bull, and I'm looking there, and I could see out of the corner of my eye. We had to look at him. I go, "What's that?"
Yeah. It didn't take you long, and so he's been like that his whole life. A man among boys. Yeah, I love that summer pasture picture.
Yeah.
What I even like more is the maternal side of his pedigree, which, in my opinion, is probably the. I hate to say this because I don't want to downgrade any other bull,
but
he is one of the very best cow families.
For sure. Yep. You can just, they're so proven.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So his dam made Pathfinder, 4 calves at 106.
Totally makes
sense. The Grand Dam is actually, I better say this too.
Yeah.
That entire bottom side of the pedigree is Wagonhammer bred.
Yeah, which I love that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So he's out of a War Wagon daughter who made Pathfinder. Then his Grand Dam is out of War Hero.
Yep.
And that Grand Dam, A135, is weaned 10 calves and is the great Grand Dam of our War Currency herd. Sorry, we'll get to the currencies in a little bit.
Yep, absolutely.
They're darn good.
Yep.
And then his great Grand Dam, X224, is that Pathfinder matriarch that we talked about earlier, who's the mother of our benchmark herd.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's this cow family is legit, and this bull
they're tied in here.
He is all there. Pretty special, just he's different.
Absolutely, he's different.
Yes.
Yeah. You're gonna notice him when you go out in the pen. You're gonna find this calf in square. Big old hind quarter on him, big old butt, lot of rib, a lot of muscle.
Yep. Yeah, I was just going to say chock full of muscle. It's still very functional and travels very well.
Oh, that was one of the best parts. So this is down moving he was.
Yep. Yeah, really excited to see where he lands because
me too.
We know, it'll be a big time operation.
Absolutely.
And, really excited to see what he does going forward on the progeny side.
He's a game changer for somebody.
Yep.
I think so, big time. Yep, absolutely. Lot 71, this next architect. Man, he once again, guys, look at all the red down there.
Yeah.
And it fits. Everything he does fits that. I mean, he's kind of a superstar heifer.
Yep, absolutely. And for those of you listening and don't have the book in front of you, when Scott says all the red, we're talking about all the top percentages in the breed that we mark the top, everything in the top 35% or better in the breed. And he lights it up there in just about every category. Yep. Really good bodied bull. Yeah. Special growth curve on him.
$113.
Yeah.
Keep the daughters, boys and girls.
That's right. Yep. Pretty special. And even top 15% for carcass weight.
Yeah. I mean, what a combination there, man. Keep all the daughters. Steers are going to bring the most on the rail in town. Hanging weight. Ooh, boy.
Yep. I really like seeing that LD Capless 316 down there on the dam side of the pedigree as well.
That's pretty neat. What a stud. Man, 72, guys. This is one of the bulls. He's got a great big picture here, but he's so much better than the picture. Like, watch the video. I'll probably put up something on social media about this calf. So much better than the picture. Just a cold day, and that's just what they got. But they had to put it in there because he is an absolute monster.
That yearling weight figure there is big. That's a 110 yearling ratio, 119 weaning ratio in a big contemporary group. So he comes from the mature cow group. So that's the 128 bull calf contemporary group.
So so he went up against them all.
So it's legit. And this bull, like Scott was saying, phenotypically in person, very, very impressive. Numerically, top 1% of the breed for both dollar maternal and dollar weaning.
$15.
Yeah. So this is another bull that, really ought to be going to a big time operation. And
I agree.
Yeah. Could do a lot of good for the breed, I think.
Absolutely. Lot 73. Here we go. And that's another one, like 72 and 73, another bull that picture. He's way better than his picture. Another absolute stud out of a great cow. 8 at 103. Really proven it's a tough thing to do here, guys. And another sure shot heifer bull with a 9 CD and a -8.
Yep, absolutely. The dam, very productive with weaning 8 calves at a 103 ratio. Really big on those older proven cows.
Me too, big time.
So
love buying a bull out of a cow like that.
Here's another one. Really good on the teat and udder scores and excels at wean calf profitability.
Okay, the big countries. There's some bulls here we got to talk. They just worked here, Alex, like just amazingly well. They hit your genetics, and they're really like phenotype wise, these calves look amazing.
Yep, absolutely. We've got a lot of respect for the Cray program, and they raise them the right way, similar to how we do it. And so I was not surprised that, or fully expected the bull to work here, and he did. This lot 77, pretty special one. I mean, just one of those bulls that has the thickness all the way down his top and then to his hind quarter, puts it all together that way. Wide based, dam has a perfect udder. Just really a lot to like about this bull.
Man, a lot to like about him. I love that calf. For me, he's using him on heifers probably for a year or two. But absolute stud, guys. 79, I got wrote down deep.
Yes. Yep. 79 is a deep bull. Cavingese bull. One of his dam was one of my favorites on summer pasture as well. Has that nice picture. Then she made Pathfinder, so love it when that comes together.
I love when I get a heifer bull out of Pathfinder proof, so I can keep the feeds out of it.
Absolutely, and numerically kind of looks just like you would expect. Great on his cow calf profitability metrics. One of the real no holes bulls that can do a lot of good for somebody.
I agree. Absolutely love it.
These big countries too. They were talking about the bone structure earlier. They're really good structure. They've got put together very well, built to last.
Yeah, they look like they would just cover sandhill pastures up and down, and they're big foot, big boned. Yeah, ready to roll. Yep, absolutely. Lot 82, guys. Here's another big country out of a really cool cow. This calf kind of hit all the marks too. Big time Cavernese bull here, 10 CED, -1.4 birth weight.
Yes. Yep. Very attractive made, long bodied bull. Sure shot Cavengese, so might be getting a little repetitive here, but that's good. That's the consistency.
That's the consistency we're talking about, especially in these big countries over and over again, guys. 86 is like this is one of the really good big countries.
Yes, totally agree. Yeah, he really strikes you in the pin. Bull that you got to see, in person or on video for sure.
I agree.
He's got big time performance numbers, weaning and yearling, both actual and on the EPD side backs it up. The cow is pretty cool.
That's my favorite part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a special cow.
Holy smokes.
Let her see it. She's an older cow. We'll put it that way. She's done it. She's proven it.
My good man.
Yep. She is the grand dam of War Albion, who's a herd sire that we sold to Doug Booth, family Angus, and also in our own program. And so really going to sire some stout, high-performing calves that have eye appeal.
Oh, I love, yeah, that's my favorite part of that. Okay, we're moving on to the high roads now, guys. This is a really fun group, so hold on tight. This is going to be a lot of fun. Lot 87 here, he leads them off, and he's pretty cool, man. This is a really neat high road. 87 right off the...
Yes, yep. Here's an
big-time heifer bull.
Yep, an elite curve bender that goes from a 12 CED and a birth weight EPD of just under 1, and then gets you to almost the very top of the breed on his weaning weight and yearling weight numbers.
Yep, top 5, top 3. Woo.
Yep, phenotypically, when you see him, it makes sense. He's got the growth, he's got the muscle shape, the masculinity, the structure. Really a hard bull to fault. And before I forget, I do want to point out on this whole high road sire group,
yes,
the docility on them is top notch.
Yeah, we could barely move them.
Yep.
They could barely get out of our way.
And it was really apparent in the video pin. I'm losing track of time. Last week when we videoed,
I get that.
Yeah, a lot of long days start running together.
For sure.
Very apparent in the video pin that the docility was very good and very consistent on these high road calves, and they're just another generality. They're calving ease with a lot of growth, and keep you out of the ditch.
Hey man, 94. Here's another great high road, guys. Another 12 CED, negative 0.8 birth weight calf. Another sure shot, sleep all night type of heifer bull.
Yep.
As Joe Goggins say, make every basketball.
There you go.
Yeah, very cool calf. Lot 94.
Yep. He is. He's a beefcake, put together very well, very strong.
Yep.
Really a fast grower with a 107 weaning ratio in that big group.
Yep.
So lot to offer there.
I think these high road group, so many of these Cavanies, 12, 13, double-digit CED stuff. Like, I think there's bulls in here like a commercial cattleman could easily buy one, flush him, use the semen himself, buy a couple of the brothers because there's so many of them, and just have a really complete, cool set of calves out of his heifer.
Yep,
I think that's a really opportunity here on all these high roads. Lot 95 is another stud of a bull.
Yep.
Out of Broken Bow daughter.
Yeah.
But look at his numbers too. Cool.
Yeah. Yep. This bull's got a lot of performance. Really excels in those profitability metrics for cow-calf producers, which is what we're going for. And 109 yearling ratio in that very competitive group.
Wow. Yeah, went after and got after it.
Yep.
Lot 96. My favorite part of him is the cow he's out of. We got to see her today.
Yeah.
16-year-old donor cow, still getting it done, man.
Yep.
She still looked great. Still traveled great. She walked on a great foot. I know we're supposed to talk about the bull, but I'm going to talk to the cow first since I got to see her today. And I just love the cow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Pretty special that she's 16 years old and still in that kind of shape.
How athletic she was and moving across that pen today.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep, absolutely. And she has just done it time and time again from a progeny standpoint.
Yeah.
We've had, I think 2 bulls start the sale out of her over the years.
Yeah.
And just always really high quality cattle. This 96 bull, he's a pretty unique bull. He's got quite a bit of stretch to him. I mean, he's a real performance bull. I mean, when you look at him, it doesn't. Yeah. He's deceptively big.
Yeah, right. Because he's so long.
Exactly. Yep. He's
like
so
as
long.
long as this table, you guys can't even see all of it.
Yeah. That's exactly right. And so as a result, had the highest adjusted yearling weight of all the spring bulls, and was pretty cool to see the ultrasound results come back. And he's the 6th highest ribeye area of all the bulls.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So
what a cool pair. Well, I mean, what a cool bull, and out of a great. All right, we've talked about Currency a little bit, guys. We're going to get into a couple of these calves sired by him now here too. So Currency obviously goes back to Wagonhammer on the bottom side a bunch. We've talked about the cows in his pedigree, but lot 98 here kicks us off. Ooh, I like the Currency calves a lot, Alex.
Thank you. Yes, they have a real consistent type. They're really thick, have great depth of body.
Yes,
real cowboy bulls. They've got plenty of growth in most of them calving ease,
for sure,
but are leaving just tremendous females that are optimal sized.
Yeah, and
so we really feel like he's got a lot to offer, and these bulls performed. I mean, these are some of the higher ratioing bulls in the sale. You got 98's got the 121. Yep.
Come on.
Yep. Big time.
Wow.
So
he's an absolute stud. And then 99's 122.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's not a lot of difference there. And when you see him in the pen, it would be easy to confuse them because
they're really square made.
They are.
And the Currencies are, and those two are.
Yep, exactly. Really square and thick made cattle.
Yeah, lot 100 is a beautiful, beautiful calf. By Currency.
Yep, he is. Yeah, I love the structure on that bull.
Yep.
He he went on to have the 4th highest IMF ratio and a 107 ribeye area ratio. And so puts it together
really well
under the hide as well. And, got top quartile growth numbers there.
Yeah, big time. 103, man. He's and he's out of obviously a donor cow. Gosh, I love this.
Yes, he is out of that.
Complete.
Yep. He's out of that G4019 donor cow who we flushed the hardest last year and are going to have just, a potload of her sons.
I can't wait, man.
I think that's going to be.
It's going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited for that. And so this bull weaned off at almost 800 pounds.
Wow.
Which is pretty difficult to do on Sandhills grass.
Yeah, I know it. I have the same thing.
Yep. So really did it there. Continued on through yearling. He's got Wagonhammer genetics on both sides of the pedigree.
I love that. Yep.
And really fits a lot of our program goals. And so he's a no holes bull, total performance.
Yep.
I love the scrotal circumference there, the docility, heifer pregnancy, functional longevity. He really has all that stuff, and it results in a top 3% dollar maturity.
Yeah, it works out really well. Yeah, and guys, you'll find him. I love him. He's one of my favorite cats.
Yeah. Look at the video for sure too.
And I know you're gonna look at the actual birth weight and say, "Scott, you're crazy. He's calving. He's 96 ET, but he's an ET."
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's just not. It is what it is. You guys decide what you want, but I think you'll calve that.
I'm glad you brought up the ET birth weights, because that is a real talking point that I want people to understand, is that the ET process, and specifically the IVF process.
Yeah, you're always going to get more birth weight.
Yeah, it throws a lot more birth weight than they would otherwise have.
Yes.
So, personally, I look at all the birth weights out of the natural born calves, but out of the ETs, I really don't even look at the birth weights, because I don't think they have meaning.
Doesn't mean.
But I know if we left a blank spot there,
people are like, "What?"
Yeah.
Right.
So I just put it there and put an ET next to it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree with that. So that's going to be a lot lower. In his case.
Actually, one more point, and this is a little bit in the wrong time of the program, but
I like it.
I also want to say you can't really compare weights from our fall herd to our spring herd either.
Right. Yeah. No.
Those fall calves, they have it a lot tougher earlier in life, and they don't have green grass to munch on November, December, January.
They're on corn stalks, maybe.
So I think for those fall calves, it's a lot more relevant to look at the ratios within their contemporary group and to look at their genomic enhanced DPDs, which have those ratios included, as well as the genomics, and that's going to tell you how they're really going to perform.
1,000%. Yeah, Alex is dead on the money there, guys. So, there's just not those fall calves to have to live up to the weaning and yearling numbers of their spring counterparts. It's just not going to work. Yeah, so make sure you take that into account. Lot 105, man. This is a sure shot heifer bull superstar.
Yep, he is really, really good. Yeah, one of the top bulls in the pen. Another one of those bulls that really defies your expectations of what a calving ease bull can be.
Agreed. Yep.
And so he looks the part. He's got tons of growth, very complete number package. I really like his upgrade Grand Dam, weaned 11 calves at a 103 ratio, and his great Grand Dam was a Pathfinder cow. So
there we go.
This is really a bull who can do it all.
Absolutely. Lot 107 is another one that can do it all, guys. I mean, he's got some impressive numbers down there, and he's impressive.
Very high on this bull as well. Similar story to 105, that he's got all the growth and performance you could ever ask for, all the eye appeal very dimensional bull, top notch there, and somehow is, a sure shot calving ease bull with top of the breed growth. It's pretty difficult to do, but this bull really does it all, covers the bases.
109 is going to do that same thing too.
Yes. Sorry. One last note on 107.
Yes.
He came back with the second highest IMF actual scan with a 151 ratio.
Wow. Crazy. Lot 109, guys. Here we go with another dynamic.
Yep.
Wow. He went and got it done. Look at those growth numbers now, boys and girls.
Yep. This is kind of a rinse and repeat of those prior two bulls with even a little bit more
juice.
Explosive juice
growth
on the top. And so let's see, second top weaning ratio, tied for the third top yearling ratio, bit of a tongue twister.
Yep.
EPDs in the top 2% of the breed for weaning weight, 3% for yearling weight. Phenotypically impressive. I mean, shows to be really good on the female side as well, with his functional longevity and his teat nutter.
I love that.
Donor Grand Dam raised his mother at age 10. Had an average weaning ratio of 107 on all her calves. Elite wean calf value. Just want to say one thing, but there's another bull that I think needs to go to the right home from a disposition standpoint.
Okay, I like that.
He's not aggressive, but he will want to go away from you in the
true.
pen.
He did. Yep, that's right. Yeah, not aggressive, not going to kill you, but just definitely watch him. Yeah. We're going to move on to a couple of these iconics, and out of a great flush. I mean, 111, 112, 113, 114, all flush brothers here, guys, and obviously out of the E241 cow.
Yeah. So I'll just start talking a little bit about the E241 cow.
I think that'd be great.
She is a, highly maternal, productive cow.
Yes.
She's six natural calves weaned at an average ratio of 111. Difficult to do at Wagonhammer.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
She's elite for marbling. And so she's unique. She's definitely got more marbling than as would be typical in our herd. And she's got calving ease. So she really puts a lot of good things together. Typically these bulls, they've got a lot of rib shape, a lot of dimension. I'd like to, talk about 113 first.
Yeah, I love him.
This bull is a real stud.
Yeah, you want to talk about rib and see.
Yes. This bull is a real stud. One of the phenotypic standouts. He's got a lot of muscling, very bold in his rib shape as well. Then he backed that up by being the top ribeye scanning bull of the whole
sense if you look at
wholesale. Yeah. Yep, exactly. You can just see that ribeye popping off the page. Got a lot of growth, just a lot of quality there all the way around. Look at that scrotal.
2.24 guys. Yeah, he's gonna go breed all your cows, and then probably the neighbors too if you let him.
Yep, and top 3% on dollar weaning. Let's see. There's unfortunately we won't be able to. For the interest of time, we won't be able to talk about all the calves.
I do want to comment on 111 too. He's way better than the picture.
Yep.
Again, just one of them cold days. Once again. He just couldn't stand right. But
correct.
Way better than the picture.
The wind chill was literally 27 below when we began taking pictures that morning.
Yeah.
So,
112 is a stud too. 114 is good. I got them all circled.
Yep. And then, and several of those are calving bulls, like we mentioned. The 115 bull
is by Salvation.
It is.
Same cow.
Yep. And scan, 5th highest ribeye scan in the wholesale. Numerically puts a lot together. And he was just really nice. When we looked at him phenotypically, we're like, that's a really nice bull.
Yeah, really puts it together. Everything really nice. And then he's got all the superstar numbers. So that helps. And out of obviously a great cow.
And I mentioned this just briefly, but I will say as well, for people that are retaining ownership through the supply chain, this would be a flush to look at because these are cattle that are going to grade really, really well.
Yeah, right.
That cow is a lead on her marbling.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go we're going to move into the Woodhill reality. Lot 123.
Yep.
Superstar. I got him marked high here.
Yeah, 123 has been a favorite calf of mine for a long, long time. I took a picture of him and his mother there in the summer.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Just a really nice pair. And the coolest thing here is that this is the only lot in the sale where the bull is backed by 3 consecutive generations of Pathfinders.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is really difficult to do here with how big our contemporary groups are to have cows that consistently wean calves off at a 105 or better weaning ratio.
That's big time.
And so just high maternal quality. This would be, if you retain your females, this would be a bull that you really should consider.
Yeah. Speaking of retaining females, lot 124, we don't even see him either. Like, we kind of looked at stuff and we're kind of like, okay, for time, let's get out of this pen.
Yep.
And then whack, there's 124. We're like, whoo.
Yeah, and I kind of
didn't leave that pen.
Right. Yeah, they're in a really big pen, and I knew at the end that there was 1 or 2 bulls that we hadn't seen yet that we needed to see.
Yeah.
And this was one for sure. So really glad you got a chance to see him.
Yeah, top 4% dollar M.
Yep.
Out of his grandmother's a great cow by Thunder too.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Keneally Thunder has been, a great female maker at places all around the country, and she was a Pathfinder who weaned 10 calves out of 104.
I think he's flawless made.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of flawless made, great structure, great skeletal lines. Mm-hmm. Just kind of looks like a bull that's going to go clean up a lot of cows and give you great daughters behind him.
Yep, absolutely. Problem-free total performance bull
that's
right
what
there.
I feel like. Yeah, great calf. On 123 again.
Yeah, one more comment on 123 is that he's a really good ribeye bull. His genomic enhanced EPD has him in the top 10%, and then we got the scan data back. Pretty sure it's a 110 ratio.
Yeah, really nice calf then, guys. It adds a lot. Very neat. 129, we got this imprint, son.
Yeah.
Out of a complete daughter, Woodhill complete daughter here.
Yep, absolutely. So Sit's imprint is a bull that we own with Mike Pelakowski.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, actually saw a bunch of those imprints out at Mike's house
Yeah,
today.
that's right. Yep.
They look really good.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I know Mike said that he had the top weaning weight heifer calf in his whole herd.
Yep.
And then he went on to have the top weaning weight ratio bull calf in our herd. We'll talk about in a second. But,
cool.
But 129, we need to do him justice first. So, yeah, high performance bull.
Yeah.
Really good phenotype.
Yeah.
You look at those ratios, 117 weaning, 111 yearling ratio among the sale bulls. Really got that eye appeal that's going to attract both feeder cattle and replacement heifer buyers.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's something too I thought was really cool in going to the sale barns this year is seeing customers get rewarded for their heifer calves with selling them for those premiums for people buying them to breed.
Yeah, they're paying for more than they were for steers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And so
it's cool to see.
So this bull, as with a lot of bulls that we're selling, do that really well.
Yeah, really, really well. 132, man, one of the stars of the day.
Yep.
Right? I mean, I love this imprint calf. He's easy to find, absolutely gorgeous, and does a lot of things right, and huge growth numbers. April 1st. You're never going to believe it when you see him. I didn't forever and ever. This calf is cool, man. Lot 132, Alex.
He really is. He's one of those outlier, just really special bulls that
absolutely
doesn't come around too often. What we've been doing the last couple of years is holding back the younger calves to sell them as coming twos, and But this bull, I just felt like we couldn't hold back.
Just raised,
because he at weaning time he was so big.
He's ready to go breed cows now.
He is, yep, and he ratioed 128 in that 128 head contemporary group. So obviously the top ratio there. The one thing that I think is really cool is that even though he packs on the growth and the pounds like crazy.
Right.
Top 2% of the breed on both weaning weight and yearling weight. And honestly, I think his yearling weight EPD would even be higher, but we did the yearling weights just a touch too soon for the association to factor in his yearling weight into his yearling weight EPD. But yeah, it's probably higher than that. So he does that, but still keeps the maternal side really good.
Yes.
So his grandam is an HF Tiger daughter.
Yeah, we love
who's one of our very best cows. And I honestly considered flushing her before this calf was even in the picture.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's really done a great job. Beautiful looking cow. I remember admiring her teat and udder structure last year, like late spring, early summer.
Sure.
And she's weaned 8 calves at 104 ratio. This bull projects in the top 15% of the breed on functional longevity.
Wow.
So, that's what we were talking about earlier. One of the big goals is getting as much performance into these cattle as we can, but making sure that we're keeping the cows bred and keeping them in the herd while we're doing that.
Right, with the deal.
And so this is a bull that I really believe will do that
really well.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was blown away. He was beautiful to look at. 137, man, this bull does a lot of right things, Alex. So you're going to find him in the pen, guys, and then you're going to look down and see some lot 137.
Yep, he really does. This was another bull that really, I remember him standing out in the picture pen.
Yeah.
He's come on really, really well, gained over 4 pounds a day, fabulous ratio.
Yeah.
This bull on the maternal side is very special. I got
it wrote down. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So his Pathfinder dam has weaned 10 calves at a 104 ratio.
10 at 104, boys and girls.
Yeah. And then only to be outdone by his grand dam, who raised 11 at 104.
That's awesome.
So I'm very proud of that, and just very pleased that that we can offer bulls like this with that much proof behind.
Yeah, with that much
cows.
Maternal, and he's a 1.13 on marbling. Top 20%.
Yep. Yeah. No surprise that when it comes to the dollar weaning, he comes.
Right.
So.
All right, we got to talk about this next set of brothers. I mean, real close to brothers. 139, 140 are basically brothers. I mean, they're almost complete, right? I mean, they're out of ET flush sisters, correct?
Yep.
And even 141,
full brothers in the blood.
Yeah. 139 and 140 are like full brothers in blood. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly right. And very high quality there.
140 just blew me out of the water, though. I don't know how many times we saw 140 over and over and over again. Dad, I'd be looking and be like, I think when we left to him, like, hey, what's that calf against the bunk over there? It was 140 again.
Yeah.
140 is a very special calf.
Yeah. This bull is so good that he was on my sleeper list as going to be one of the top bulls.
Yeah.
And now he's not a sleeper anymore.
No, he's no more a sleeper.
No, because he's
not a sleeper anymore.
Good.
Yeah.
And yeah, tons of growth, got lots of eye appeal. We talked about annuity earlier that, they're going to add a little bit more frame and bone structure.
That's right.
and high-end growth.
We said we're going to talk about more of them in the yearlings. And
yep,
we are.
Yep. So high-end growth bulls, he's top 5% of the breed for weaning weight, top 3% for yearling weight. And then wait for it, comes back and scans the second highest ribeye in the whole sale. Yep.
Ooh,
and so love it when that, all lines up together.
Top 20% carcass weight.
Yep.
So he's got it done there too.
Yep.
Ooh.
So that bull can do a lot of good for somebody. I'm excited to see it does.
Yeah, and his brother 141 here is that as well.
Yep.
I like this calf a whole lot. He's the Cavanese, 10 CD, 0.9 birth weight.
Yep, exactly right. And a lot of consistency in those growth genetics there.
Yep, absolutely love the calf. 145 is a blacktop guarantee here who's got some cool numbers and does some really neat things.
Yep, he does. This is a really wide-based, heavy muscled bull.
Yep.
Got a lot of shape and dimension.
Right.
It's been an excellent performer, weaning and yearling. Got 108 yearling ratio versus the sale bulls. Yep. So that impresses me a lot. He's got a Pathfinder in his pedigree. Yep. Top 10% of the breed dollar weaning. Just has a lot to offer.
Oh, a lot to offer. 151. This Grasslands Sure Shot Cavanese bull, 15 CED, negative 2.6 birth weight, and his dam's 5 at 100.
Yes.
This is a neat calf. Neat calf.
Really, yep. Sleep all night Cavanese bull, real deep sided, square made, strong top.
That's right.
And that's how Grassland stamps them. That Pathfinder cow, 5 calves at 109. Great Grand Dam, also a Pathfinder.
Yep.
And
great calf. And right before that, there's some Gulfstreams there too that are awfully nice set too.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, Gulfstream, we used him hard here. He's been used hard in some other top programs.
Yep, absolutely.
Around the country and everywhere he's done it. They've been near perfect structure. Yep. And have a lot of muscle and eye appeal. Really complete calf.
Yeah, really, really complete. Yep. Hey guys, we're gonna take a real short, quick break here in her report. We're gonna get into Simmentals next, and then the females too. So you are not going to go anywhere. Trust me, we got a lot of highlights left. So hold on tight. We'll be right back on Herd Report. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Herd Report, guys. Excited about what's coming up next. Of course, I still got Alex Wolf here with me. Get to one of the biggest highlights, not just of this sale, but maybe of we're going to talk about Patriot, the Simmental bull, the herd sire here, Alex. He's 5? Is he 5 right now?
Yes, he's 5.
5-year-old herd sire here, guys. We're going to talk about a ton of his, he's got 23 sires, 23 sons in the sale.
23.
Yeah, so, big part of Wagonhammers here. We'll be going forward. They got calves coming on the ground, still by him. Talk about what he's just awesome. I got to see him today too. Man, just blows you away, guys. Like phenotypically, what a bull to look at, Alex, and what a stamp he's left on this program.
Yep, absolutely. And we firmly believe that he is the top Simmental bull in the breed. And
I could see
one
that
of
really
the best animals that's ever walked the Wagonhammer Ranch.
Yeah.
And this bull is the real deal. I mean, I have not found a fault of him yet.
I couldn't today. And super athletic too. I mean, it's just awesome, man. Like so fun to look at.
Yep. And the reason for selling him is just simply that, we've used him for 4 years now.
Right.
For the last 2 or 3 years, almost every Simmental cow has gotten bred to him.
Sure, makes total sense.
Our herd is full of his daughters, and our customers' herds will be as well.
Yeah, no kidding. That's right.
Just kind of got to diversify the gene pool from here. But could not be happier. And there's no hole in him, no problem that you're going to find. He's going
to go breed cows tomorrow if you want him to. Like, he's ready.
Oh, yeah.
He looks the part. Like, he's super athletic, super sound.
He is.
What a stud.
Yeah. I think, the phenotypic quality is obviously the first thing that jumps out to you about him. And he's just a whale of a bull. And he's got very top of the breed growth numbers, and it's real, highly proven at this point.
We're gonna see the sons too, and prove it again.
And one of the best parts is that the more data that gets turned in, the better his numbers.
Yeah, he just keeps going up.
Yep, exactly. So he's a 109. I think he might even be 110 now since the catalog got printed. But weaning weight, he'd be top 1% on the yearling weight. He's top 2% of the breed, going up as well. Top 1% for ribeye. Very docile bull. You saw that.
We walk right up to him.
Yep, and the progeny are that way. He's good on his marbling. think I already mentioned top 1% ribeye.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, top
it.
4% TI. So he really puts it all together numerically as well as phenotypically, and he's leaving some tremendous daughters behind too.
Gorgeous.
So he's really really an all-around herd sire.
And you're selling 2/3 semen, full possession and 2/3 semen, right?
Yes. Yep, that is correct. So yeah, I'm really excited for people to evaluate him and all of his progeny beside him. I'll also say another thing, which is that we talked a little bit about our philosophies when it comes to crossbreeding, and I'm a firm believer that the continental breeds are to be used. They need to be adding feed efficiency, average daily gain.
Yeah.
And most importantly, outweight, pay weight.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. And he absolutely does that.
Oh yeah.
And I think the Simmental breed honestly could use more of it.
Absolutely.
Yep. I think there's
so
some pretty moderate cattle out there that could really use a boost from Patriot.
And he's gonna give it.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, he was so fun. I don't know how that go. He's just fun to look at, Alex.
Yeah, no, he is, and probably shed a tear or two when he leaves, mainly because he's just such a nice bull. We've all just kind of gotten such a soft spot in our hearts for the bull himself.
Right, yeah. I mean, there's just...
But but as far as what's happening, I have no concerns about that because we do just have so many daughters in the herd that I know that Patriot's going to be paying dividends in our herds for generations to come.
For such a belly dragger. I got 157 wrote down. Okay. And here we go with the Patriot son, guys. And half Simmy, half Angus bull here. Yep. Wow. I got wrote down wow, Alex. I didn't write down wow and very much stuff today. I know. This is one of them.
He is a wow bull for sure. Just absolutely massive belly dragon bull. Yeah, very impressive. Amazing how fluid he is on the move.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I guess the footnote says as much rib capacity as any bull you'll ever see.
Facts.
Yeah,
Hard facts.
This bull, you got to see him. And
small bull, of course.
Yes, absolutely. It's got real good Angus cows behind him on the bottom side. The legendary war hero cow is his great granddam who weaned 9 calves at a 1:11 ratio, and his genomic enhanced DPDs didn't miss on seeing
top 4% weaning, top 5% yearling.
Yep, absolutely. So that's a bull that really think can do it all on both the male and the female progeny side.
1,000. I loved 162, bud. He and once again he hits it out of the park, guys. And if I think of females, I think of what's like.
Yep, and it's no surprise or it's fitting that on the female side he is a grandson of our great X280
totally
upgrade.
Makes sense.
16-year-old donor.
Yep.
And this bull's been a special since he was a calf. I've got lots of pictures on my phone of him from summertime and before.
Here's a question. Sorry to break it up, but and this would be if your wife and kids are watching, Alex. Do you have more pictures on your phone of your cows or your wife and your kid?
Oh man, you really put me on the spot here. It's a close one.
It's not for me. I got way more pictures of cows.
Okay, I've got quite a few of both.
Okay, good.
And I'll even throw in our dog Hank. He's got
he's got some too. We saw some.
He's in competition, but a lot of those come from my wife will send me when we're not together. But
and that goes for anybody listening and watching too, guys. Think about that for a second. Just curious, and if your wives are listening to this while you're driving down, just go ahead and ask the hubby what he's got going on. Maybe look at his phone. I'm guilty of it. These places that I go, man, it's just part of it. But I just had to ask. Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm talking about a great bull here.
Yeah, yep. And so one thing I want to make sure and point out on this bull is that this is a real dimensional, a 3 bull you got to see in 3D.
I agree.
Because he's got it all there, just really thick.
And he's got the cool white markings on his face too. Yep. And a lot of sim guys like that too. SimAngus. Yep. He's got that going on for him too. Yep. Yeah. I don't want you to miss what Alex said. Really 3D dimensional bull. You got to come in.
Yep. No doubt. And numerically, it's all there too, towards the top of the breed.
Yeah, exactly.
All the relevant.
Top 2% weaning, top 3% yearling once again, top 5% TI, top 20% ribeye, top 30% marbling.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yep, 0.56.
And that's coming through from.
Yep, top 10%.
Patriot is good on marbling too, but is the complete and the upgrade X280 through from the Angus side.
And top 10% docility, that was real because we're like his butt to move. Yeah, that's who he is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, one of the pictures on my phone I know is where he came up to. So I was taking a picture of the the cool markings on his head. And about touched him. Just got that close to him.
Yeah, so. he's that easy. Yeah, I love that calf, guys. Like really one of my favorites. Like I just like that type of bull. I just loved him. I don't care what breed he is. He's just one of the great ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And a bull, definitely a two-way bull that's going to leave really good male and female.
Yeah, for sure, guys. 167. Here we go with a Commerce, which is really cool. 3/8 semi, 5/8 Angus. This is one of the really good fall bulls again too.
Yes. Yep. So there's 3 of these Flush brothers.
Oh, that's right. Yes, there is.
Sired by Commerce.
167, 168, and 169.
Exactly.
And I might have liked 167, but that doesn't mean you guys won't pick 168 or 169 over.
Yeah, it's really tough to pick.
That's hard to pick.
Very, very consistent flush.
Yes, absolutely.
And on the cow side, that's out of an Iacher Simmental cow that we flushed, and she's done a great job.
I can see why you flushed her.
Yep. So very happy with this flush. They're real stout made, good structured bulls.
Yep.
Have a lot of performance and a lot of numerical greatness as well.
Really low actual birth weights, even the ENETs.
Yep, that's true. And from the cow from the great Simmental program in South Dakota, and had a chance to meet Steve here recently, and so very excited to offer this flush.
Neat.
Yeah,
very neat, guys. Yeah, absolutely love that flush. All right, we're gonna move into the Simmental coming twos. This was a great pen to get into, guys. We're gonna kick off with the 174, of course, to get another Patriot.
Yep, that's right, 174. So
and he's a purebred Simmental.
He is, yes.
Go ahead on the coming twos.
Well, okay, yeah. So on the coming twos, we put their actual weights from February 17th in the catalog.
I like that. They are,
And so you can see this bull weighed just shy of a ton. He'd weigh over a ton now, but regardless, on weigh day, he weighed 1,990 pounds. Just a really impressive specimen, but for a bull that big, he really puts it together in a very attractive package.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah.
Yep. So
he really did.
And off the charts for ribeye, like basically all the Patriots are top 1% of the breed.
Right. Absolutely. Here we go. Lot 175, guys. If you like them big and you like them powerful and you like them cattle are made to just go put pounds on the scale, that's what 175 is. What an impressive athlete.
Yes, he is. This bull is one of the most unique bulls in the offering.
Absolutely.
Yes. And definitely has tons of frame, tons of stretch, tons of power, especially up front and in the ribeye, top 1% of the breed ribeye
totally
area.
Get that. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely. We recommend him for a terminal breeding program.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. And
there's no question.
Yep. But for that purpose, he's about as good as it gets for putting the pounds on.
I'm laughing. I just like him so much. Like he's just neat, dude.
Yep.
2,025 pounds. Wow.
Yep. Exactly.
I didn't even think it. Alex asked me. He was so long, and he's like a green 2,025 pounds.
Yep, he really is. Yeah. Yep. We've been holding these 2-year-old bulls back on feed.
Yeah.
And trying to make sure that they're in the right condition for our customers. And I'm really happy with where they're at. I think they are in the right condition.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. As a result, like Scott said, he is a green 2,000 pounds. I mean, he could easily weigh 2,500.
Oh yeah. Just a couple more stacks of hay out there. Yeah. You get there, boys and girls.
Yep.
I mean, guys, top 20% marbling, top 1% carcass weight. We've talked about that a lot today and how important that is.
Yep.
Top 1% ribeye, top 10% TI. He's just top 4% weaning, 4% yearling. And I don't know how he's only top 4% with you.
I know. I agree.
His growth is a real thing.
Yep. I agree. So if you're producing feeder cattle, this is really what the feeder calf buyers are looking for. Is those bigger frame bulls that can or bigger frame steers that can put on a lot of weight.
Ooh, and they can. Wow. I mean, crazy. And he's a 4.17 ADG, guys. And they're holding them. Seriously hard. You couldn't even imagine how fast in the yard.
Yeah.
They
will get
guys,
to it.
If you buy him, call Alex because he'll probably come and try to buy the calf.
That's right. Yeah. We'd love to have those.
Yeah, I would love to have. You'd have to love to have those. Oh man, 177. Wasn't he cool, man? This Patriot son.
This is a real stud. So a lot of people ask.
And we're back. So now I should say we're into the yearlings. We're into the Simmental born yearlings, spring born, 2025 born yearlings. And this 177, man. Yeah. They don't get much better.
Yeah. He's really, really good.
I don't think you can make him any wider in the chest.
Yeah, exactly right. And obviously the mark of a true herd sire is their progeny.
Yeah,
and I
look
think
what
that
Patriot's done here.
I think that 177, looking at him there, along with the 162 and the 157 belly dragger bull. I mean,
bring those.
They're shining examples of
buy all three, boys.
There you go.
And girls, whoever. Yeah, buy all three.
Yep. So this is a bull who's, phenotypically is just a no-doubt stud, and then numerically, I mean, his weaning weight and yearling weight EPDs are almost exactly what Patriots are, and just a little bit higher on the
109 and 168.
Yeah, so he's the highest weaning weight EPD that Patriot has ever produced.
Wow.
And his yearling weight EPD is even higher than Patriot's is.
Wow. Ooh, guys, come and get this calf, please. I just thought he was absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. And we got some Cavanese bulls coming up here out of Patriot. 178.
Yep.
180. Did I miss one? I missed one.
190 would be the third.
So 178, 186, and 193 Cavanese by Patriot.
Yep, that's exactly right. And so we are, Cavanese is not a primary goal of what we're doing in the Simmental herd, but sometimes it still comes through. So might as well disclose that.
They're not all by Patriot. I'm sorry. 178 is by Patriot. 186 is by
Honor.
And then 190 is by Hoffman High Road.
Yep,
so,
exactly.
But 3 Simmental Cavanese sires that we just want to make sure you guys notice. Like Alex just said, they're not something that Wagonhammer shoots for here in the side.
Yep. But I do get asked that question a fair amount.
And
and one thing that you'll see too is that on some of those younger cows, they're bred to Angus bulls just to stay safe on the calving side, and so that's somewhat of a function of what's going on there.
I think that's a great way to go. 179, man, I love this calf. He's got a little white on him too. Another Patriot, guys. He puts it all together too. Alex.
Back to the power bulls here. This bull's got a lot of it. He's really thick, really deep. Watch the video on him. It'll be worth it.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
A high-performing bull.
Yeah, big-time bull there. You definitely want to check him out, guys. I came again. I mean, these Patriots are so good, and 182's got it all going on.
He really does. This is a really long-bodied bull with a lot of depth as well. Just a soggy bull. Got over 1,300 pounds at yearling. Very good among his contemporaries. His red dam is one of the absolute favorites of the ranch crew.
Yep.
And they keep begging me to breed her to a red bull, but sorry guys, we're staying black.
Staying black.
Yeah.
I understand it. I get it. Yeah, that would be
there's
one that kind of stick out.
And numbers back him up. So just a very complete bull there.
Yeah, absolutely. 183, I really liked him. Alex, another Patriot calf here. Another absolute.
Yep, and his full brother was the leadoff.
That makes sense.
Selling Simmental bull last year.
That makes sense.
Yep. Patriot sired, of course, and out of that same 6438D cow. So very high quality there.
Alex screwed up on the next one. Really bad. 184 should have been in the picture pen. We talked about it.
Yep.
I see that you put in the footnotes too, which is funny. But when we were out there, we talked about it too. This is the calf that Asha said, there's just too many Patriots. And then we were out there looking at him today, and he's so long and so athletic and so cool moving, so well put together and so clean. Yeah, this is definitely one he messed up. Picture.
I got to call you out. No, that's fine. That's fine. Yep. He went on to have the top yearling weight in the spring bull division of all the Simmentals.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. And so,
looks like he would too.
Yep, absolutely. Just a really good looking rascal.
And the docility's dead red too on him. Like he was so easy to be around today too.
Yep, no doubt. He's out of a really good young cow.
Okay.
She's out of the judge, and then
nice.
And then her dam is the X224 cow that we've talked about quite a bit today. One of the real matriarchs of our herd that war benchmark, war currency, and lot 67 all go back to.
Okay.
Pretty special bull. Pay attention to him.
Yeah, watch him. Now the one that did make the picture pen is lot 185, and for obvious reasons. Like this is an easy calf to.
Exactly. So there was one Angus bull, lot 132, and then this bull were the two young bulls that I just couldn't hold back.
I understand.
Because I knew that
they'd be massive.
They'd be huge, and it's just, was excited to go ahead and put them in this sale. But an 803 adjusted weaning weight, which is rare air here in the Sandhills and how we manage our cows. And top of the breed, weaning weight, yearling weight, ribeye area, terminal index. It got a great look to him. I mean,
great look, guys.
This is, hind quarter that pops, a lot of rib shape, dimension, and muscling put together in this.
So.
And stout feet, stout bones.
Really stout. Yep. Very cool. All right, guys. It's what a lot of you guys have been waiting for. We're going to move into these open heifers. We got the Angus division, the SimAngus, and the Charolais females, which is a dispersion of this, correct?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Okay, very good. All right, guys, let's hop right into these open Angus females. We'll kick it off with the high road, lot 190.
Yes.
And she's pretty easy to find.
She is.
Look at those numbers, too.
Yep.
Oof.
Yep. She's very complete heifer out of our upgrade X280, 16-year-old donor.
Oh, man. Guys, I saw, she was in the pen the other day. Come,
Yep. And so, pretty special. That's one neat thing about the flushes is it gives us an opportunity to keep a few and let somebody else have an opportunity at one. And so, but I actually don't think we've ever offered a daughter of X280 before.
Okay.
So,
all right. Here we go.
This is a special opportunity.
Come and get it, guys.
I don't think she can do anything but raise calving ease bulls looking at those numbers.
Yeah, look at that 17C, -1 birth weight. Yeah.
But look at that phenotype. I mean, that picture.
Yeah, she's fancy.
And that's how she looks in real life.
She's really square, deep made, beautiful fronted, beautiful heifer.
Yep. Hits on all the indexes. Every single index there from maternal to weaning, feedlot, dollar beef, dollar C.
35% everything.
She hits it. So this is a real opportunity for somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. 194 is another high road out of an iconic daughter. She's another easy one to find, and she's another super Cavanese deal here too.
Yep. Beautiful heifer out of a first calf mother. The mother stuck again AI as a wet 2-year-old. A maternal grand dam still in the herd at age 9. Has never missed a calf.
Love that.
So there's a lot of maternal strength here and docility. Dollar maternal, dollar weaning, all top notch.
Yeah, and we talked about some E241s earlier in the sale. The bulls, guys, obviously in here you got a chance at some heifers, and the man in black leads it off, lot 195. She's the first one we saw when we walked in the pen. She was right there.
She was. Yep. Yeah, really, fancy, very feminine, elongated heifer. Yep. That she'll add some frame for people looking to frame them up and stretch them out a little bit. She'll do that.
Yep.
Comes with some really nice growth numbers.
Yep.
Good indexes, just a lot to like there. And I guess reminder on that donor, she raised 6 calves at a 1:11 ratio. Really good milker,
good cow.
Elite in marbling. And so that heifer has a lot to offer.
Yeah, a lot. 197. This was another one we saw almost immediately. This iconic heifer. She's really special and really pretty.
Yeah. Yep. She is. She's pretty, but has a lot of power to go along with that. Yeah. And this is a really big spread female.
Wow. Yeah.
And so she's got the potential to raise those bulls that the commercial cattlemen just eat up.
Absolutely.
You can get yourself a calving ease bull that's going to have explosive growth
and get after
great phenotype. Top third of the breed.
Yep.
EPDs and indexes almost all the way across the board. She's the top adjusted yearling weight heifer in the sale.
Yeah, great.
And so really a high quality.
202 is by a WAR complete stud and out of a Titan daughter, or complete stud and out of a Titan daughter. Great calf, really gorgeous. Once again, 202.
Absolutely, yeah. She's real fancy. Her dam is a real beautiful, productive Baldridge Titan daughter. And she was another one that I was taking pictures of over the summer. Yeah, great femininity, great udder. This heifer has top of the breed predictions for functional longevity, claw set, dollar maternal, dollar weaning.
Almost the one on marbling too. Yeah.
Yep.
$86. Great heifer. I thought she was put together really too. Yeah. Really fun and easy to have.
Yep. Another heifer that, can raise some really good calving.
All right, we're moving into the SimAngus open females, guys. Lot 205. Here we go with the Patriot, Alex. And out of a really nice cow. She's pretty easy to find too. I like this one a whole heck of a lot.
Yep, she's real nice. Real good representation of what Patriot can do on the female side too.
Yeah.
Yep, and she's got plenty of go to her. Towards the top of the breed for weaning weight and yearling weight.
Yeah, look at that.
EPD's ribeye area. She's another one that would be fun to see bulls that she raises down the road.
That'd be fun? Yeah, that'll be a good time to find out what she can do. Yeah, 206 is a Hoffman High Road.
Yeah,
out of a Lighthouse daughter. This calf this is one of those high roads. I just like the high roads, and I liked her a whole lot today.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Yeah, really good bodied heifer. She's really bloomed. She's a quarter Simmental 3 Force Angus.
Okay, you bet.
And for somebody looking for a little bit lower percentage simi, yeah,
that worked
throw her
good.
out there and
get it going. Yeah, great offering there. And now we go into the Charolais, guys. So this is the complete dispersion of this age group of females. So I just want to make note of that, Alex, and everybody listening and watching, guys. Like, you're not going to get a chance at any more Charolais like this in any other program in the country, just because they're not going to put out every single heifer they have that's good enough to be a replacement. That's what Alex is doing here. So I just want you guys to take a second, grasp onto that theory here. This is the complete dispersion of the open females. So the Charolais opens here at Wagonhammer Ranch. So you're going to want to make note of that. And we jump right into 210.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
Yep. And I just want to add one quick note to what you just said, which everything you said is spot on. And I just want to add that we did do a two-way sort on these heifers.
Okay. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Tell them
and so
that.
What you're seeing here are the best quality heifers.
Yep. That's right.
And so it was just a simple two-way sort. If they meet, the quality threshold of what I thought was appropriate for the sale, they're in the sale.
Yep.
And if they didn't meet that quality benchmark, then they're in our feed yard.
Yeah. And Alex was looking to fill the feed yard, guys.
Yeah.
So he kind of,
but
he sorted them hard.
zero heifers retained for breeding herd.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
So this is where they are. If they're breeding quality, they're in the sale. 210.
All right.
You want to talk about some power now?
Oh, yeah.
Boy. Can you imagine the bull she's going to raise?
Yeah.
Wow, guys.
Yep. And she's going to raise the kind of bulls that that the Charolais breed is here for.
That's right.
Yep. Which is power, growth, pounds. And she, still puts it in a very eye-catching package.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I have no doubt that she'll raise some power bulls. So,
oh my, yeah, the foot and the bone on this heifer and the hip and the middle, like, guys, you can in her chest that she's made to put power bulls on this earth for you guys to put on your cows and to get that out of them. There's no question.
That's exactly right. And, one neat piece, kind of cherry on top is that she's also elite on her teat and udder EPDs in the Charolais breed.
Very cool.
Yep. And many of these Charolais females are because we've got 16 of them out of Maverick, who's a badge son, a PA-free badge son.
That's right.
Yes, and all these heifers are PA-free as well.
Okay, very nice to know.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. And she's going to go get it. 214's just a go.
Yep,
like,
she
just
is.
Gorgeous, a Maverick of an outsider. Man, she's gorgeous.
Yep, this heifer is very fancy. Her dam and maternal siblings have a history of success in the show ring.
Yep, that's right.
And, you can really see why when you look at her and see how correct she's made. Perfect front end, bold rib. Her grand dam is the legendary Z610 donor that we raised. And one note about this heifer, she does sell without registration.
Right. Yeah. It's like you can go put a halter on her and go win some shows, or what a absolutely. 215. Here we go with another great Maverick daughter.
Yep. Another really fancy phenotype heifer. Got a lot of versatility. Look at those, very easy calving kind of heifer. She really elevates towards the top of the breed for those numbers, but has a great deal of performance. Second largest weaning weight heifer.
Okay.
Fourth largest yearling weight heifer in the whole calf crop.
That makes sense.
Elite on her teat and udder again. Just a really high quality all around female.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous. 218, man. I can take my eyes off of this one.
Yeah.
I mean, she's an athlete too. She's super skeletal and structure lines are perfect. I love this team.
Absolutely. Yeah. Extra shape and style in this heifer. Second largest yearling weight in the calf crop. Numerically, she's got top end milk, total maternal, scrotal figures, just another total performance female.
Oh, yeah, and it comes in just 222 is one of the I mean, this is one you guys aren't going to miss when you go in that pen. We saw her; she's standing across, looking over my shoulder at her. Yeah, she's awesome, Alex.
Yep. Very feminine, long-bodied, a lot of style, very angular.
Yes.
And just real maternal-looking female,
Super
and top 9% of the breed on yearling weight.
Oh wow!
We're also ranking favorably on the teat and udder, weaning weight, scrotal. So
after it.
Really puts a lot of good things together.
Man, 223. This is one that caught us kind of walking out of the pen.
Kind of
surprised both of us. Not one we were really looking for, and here she is. And she brings a lot. I mean, kind of elite cavities, negative birth weight, 13 CED. one of them really good ones, man. That just kind of came along and has really done some nice things.
Yep, absolutely. And she's got an Affinity dam and a Wrangler Grand Dam that have been highly productive cows.
That helps,
in our herd.
Very cool.
And yeah, she's another one that is going to calve without issue, compete with the best for growth. Good scores for ribeye area and marbling to top it off. So definitely a for that you want to look for.
And 224, guys, is going to end what we're going to talk about on the female side here. But what a way to end it. I mean, and then look at all the red on the bottom again.
Yep. I'm very excited for this heifer. Just big time feature.
Yes.
Bold and beautiful. She's
donor cornerstone female for somebody going forward.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I know. Yeah, we talked about this when we were going through the pin, that this is, truly the type of heifer, along with some of these other ones that you don't typically get a chance at, because only in a dispersion you get a chance to buy something like this.
Yeah, and this age and this kind of forward of the program, like the future, like this is the future of the program, guys. And here she is being offered. I really think she's somebody's future donor cornerstone piece of their program.
I really believe that too. And 115 weaning ratio, third largest yearling weight in this calf crop. Her dam stuck AI again as a wet 2-year-old. So she is, definitely off to the right track. And then she goes back to the famous, highly proven Wagonhammer Duchess Y601 cow. Yep, one of the very best cows that we've ever produced.
Yeah, look at her down there in that picture.
Yep, beautiful female. She has the best numbers in the sale for the weaning weight, yearling weight, and carcass weight EPDs, which, like we were talking about, like that's why you're in the Charolais business.
That's why you do it. Yes, I agree. Yeah.
So she is just top notch, and then top 1% of the breed for total maternal.
Yeah, how cool is that?
So I mean, this just no hyperbole or exaggeration here. Fully expect to see this heifer in someone's donor pen.
Me too.
Whenever it is that they feel it's a fit for their program, age-wise.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I feel like it now. Do it now. But if you want to prove it, prove her out. I'm not afraid either way. She's going to get it done. And she comes from a great line of cattle.
No doubt.
Yeah, I don't think that. What an offering, man. Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to see some pictures of all the help we talked about earlier back here. And yeah, absolutely awesome, dude. Great looking family there. You got one boy, right? One boy, Jack.
Yep. So Jack, you can see another picture of him on that inside back cover of the catalog, and he is usually smiling, which is one of my favorite things.
Very happy. And you said his favorite thing right now is to sit in his favorite spot, which is his high chair, and just eat. Which is a great place, man.
He is off the charts on his. When we go to the tour,
absolutely,
they'll give us his percentiles.
Yep, you bet.
He is very good. So, very blessed to have a happy and healthy kid, and another one on the way in late June. Thank you.
That's awesome. I told Alex either have 2 or 4. We have 3. I said either have 2 kids or 4. Stop at 2 or go to 4. You guys can tell them whatever you want, but that's my advice to them.
Yep. And I do want to thank my wife Ellie too for keeping the home fire burning.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely all of us
long
in
hours
production
right now.
Agriculture. It's it's a lifestyle. It's but she's couldn't have picked a better life partner than Ellie. So
awesome. You're lucky.
Yeah, I appreciate her and my parents, of course, Jay and Susie, and then the whole Wagonhammer crew, which we talked about earlier. But worth mentioning again that this crew, I think, I know is a top-notch crew.
Absolutely.
Worked with a lot of people over the years. Before I moved back home and afterwards, and awesome. Couldn't be more pleased and appreciative of the crew and the work that they're doing. And I think that you can really, there's a credit to them when you look at the cattle and the shape and the condition that they're in, and the breed ups that we're having. The health and the breed ups that we're having, which is so key right now.
Big time.
Every pregnant cow being worth so much. So,
right?
Yep. So thanks again to the crew.
Absolutely great, man. All the way through this catalog, guys, it's quality genetics all the way through Wagonhammers. There wasn't, I don't know, man. Like, it was just fun going through those bulls and not really seeing anything that I necessarily, I wouldn't be ashamed to use any of them, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's how you cut them too, and how
exactly.
How you do it and what you shoot for. And I would say, like, just the quality is there, man. The quantity's there too. Like, you got a lot of bulls you're offering. So, quality and quantity here, guys, is something, you're going to come here, you're going to go through the bulls, and you're kind of going to be like, Okay, well, now I have to. So, I mean, it's just, and I think a lot of the times, phenotype is all there, guys. So a lot of times it's just going to come down to the numbers and what you want for yours, in a lot of this.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's well said. And yeah, we've been culling really hard. And so I say this in the letter at the beginning, but I'm a firm believer that a bull making the sale is an achievement, not an expectation at Wagonhammer. And so we do cull harder and offer a lower percentage of our calf crop as bulls than I think most people do. And so I'm proud of that. And yeah, it's, really, really proud of all the bulls, but especially the bottom half or third or however you want to look at that, knowing that every bull in the sale has quality and is a bull that I'm proud to offer.
Yeah, they've earned their way
as a Wagonhammer total performance.
Yeah,
no holes bull.
Absolutely, they earn their way into the sale.
Yep.
Yeah, and guys, the structure and the skeletal lines here to come here. That's what I noticed walking through them with Alex. Is what I told him. I was like, man, your guys' skeletal lines and you're right on them. Very cool. Alex, how can people find out more about Wagonhammer, man? Where they can go find out more about the upcoming sale and more about you guys in general? Okay. And some contact info. Where can they find that too?
Yep. Okay. So we've got several options.
Okay.
We've got Facebook, post a lot of sale updates there.
Very nice.
The DV auction Wagonhammer page.
Absolutely.
We'll have all the videos.
Catalogs there too.
Yep. Supplement sheets, etc.
Very nice.
We've also got our wagonhammer.com website.
Yes.
And then for contact, give out my cell phone and email.
Perfect.
My phone is 402-741-2809. My email is alex@wagonhammer.com.
It's spelled just the way it's Wagon,
right.
W-A-G-O-N, Hammer, H-A-M-M. So spelled Wagonhammer, spelled just the way you think it would be.
A lot of people struggle with that, but
I know.
I'm impressed by Scott. Yep.
Well, I used to be honest, and so that's why I really took note of it. So it's spelled that way, guys, and same thing for the website, wagonhammer.com.
I do want to give one more thank you too, which is to our customers. Because we've been in business a long time. This is the 51st annual production sale, and that doesn't happen without really good customers. Many of whom are multi-generation.
Yeah, isn't that really cool?
their grandparents were buying from my grandpa Jim.
Isn't that really neat?
Yep. And cool. My grandpa Jim was a pioneer breeder. Innovative for his time, starting in the 1960s. And so, very proud of that and very thankful to the customers that have, been with us all these years.
Yeah, the history here at Wagonhammer. I've been seeing all the pictures the whole time, and it goes further that way, and over there. And all the memorabilia here is really cool. If you ever get a chance, come into the office, this all out. It's really, really neat. It's right here in Albion. But the history runs deep here at Wagonhammer.
Yeah, thank you. And
forever and ever. You guys have been a big part of this community for a long time.
Yep,
so
and will be. And that's one of the things
anywhere.
That's one of the things that excites me the most too. Is I can't wait to. I've got a lot of years left in me, but at the same time, I really look forward to seeing my kids carry it on someday.
Yeah, that's the best part of this whole lifestyle.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool. Alex, thanks so much, man. Guys, you got to check it out. But Alex, really thankful for the time today.
Yeah.
Really, really thankful.
Yeah,
thanks so much, guys.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Really enjoyed it.
Guys, March 18th, right here at the ranch. You're not going to miss it. It's right by Bartlett, Nebraska. They got a great Angus, Simmental SimAngus, and Charolais bulls and open heifers, guys. Check it out. Can't make it. Bid and buy online at DV Auction, of course, guys. Till next time, everybody. Thank you for listening and watching Herd Report.